There are options that the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people.
Go into debt, boys, so I can get my union. All you motherfucking poor ass peasants voice acted for $200 a week. You need to go into debt so I can get my union.
Pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor.
Hey, what's up, gamers and gamettes? It's Paperbag Boy here. So Paimon's voice actor, her English-American voice actor, has just blew the lid off the freaking internet. We're going to get into it here today, boys, but before we get to the video, I am going to run back what's going on so everybody knows what the heck's going on. I'm going to tell you everything that's going on within the minute. I was trying not to cover this, but as somebody that's worked in the acting industry a little bit and has a little bit of knowledge about how this goes and unions and everything, this voice actor is being incredibly disingenuous. I watched a video on it today. I literally could not keep my mouth shut anymore. I was talking to myself about it. I was blown up at myself about it. That's how bad it is. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So, they force non-union VAs into the union, charge them $3,000 plus semi-annuals, and if you can't afford it, they literally offer you interest loans to cover your fee. Actually, SAG-AFTRA. I'm a certified SAG-AFTRA hater. This is the contract in question, boys. This is the union contract in question with fees, by the way. And if you don't understand how acting unions work, I'm going to get into it a little bit later, but this is a voice acting union for the game Genshin Impact. And obviously, boys, voice actors want a union. They want a union, and it has not been unionized at all in the gaming industry ever. Okay, and this could be a big deal, but this one is predacious. This is what they call an absolute hook, line, and sinker. They got you bit over the barrel, and they got them ass cheeks out wide, baby. All new members pay a one-time only intuition fee plus the semi-annual dual dues at the time of joining. The national initiation fee rate is currently $3,000, although it may be lower in some states. Annual base dues are $236. In addition, work dues are calculated at 1.5% of covered earnings, up to $1 million. Boys, not only do they not guarantee you a role, but they literally charge you for it, okay? The entire issue with this contract is the fact that what SAG-AFTRA offered Genshin Impact was a no use of AI ever for the perpetuity of ever. They cannot use AI for English voice acting at all, ever. Okay, that is an issue. Obviously, SAG-AFTRA is trying to force Genshin Impact into signing something, knowing that they're never going to sign it. They would never sign that because you can never tell what's going to happen in the future. Second, the voice actor cannot be replaced, and they have the role for perpetuity forever. For freaking ever, okay? This is completely disingenuous. This agreement severed limitations on how MiHoYo can work with non-union voice actors, including a lifetime limit for the voice actor and eventually forcing the voice actor to either join the union, which is large entry costs and fees, or stop working on the project. Yes, and it forces non-union voice actors to sign an agreement with SAG-AFTRA. I can't even say it. It's a tongue twister, boys. This shit is crazy. This is absolutely insane. The voice actors that are pushing for this they have to be getting some of the money from SAG-AFTRA. There's no way that they're agreeing to this. I understand wanting to be unionized in the space, but you don't accept something like this. You don't let the sharks in to eat your fellow voice actors alive. And the whole internet blew up about this situation, which is Jacob Takanashi, whenever he got a role as Kinich in Genshin Impact, and evidently the old voice actor had been on strike for months trying to get them to force them to sign the deal with SAG-AFTRA. So they wanted them to sign on the union SAG-AFTRA and force Genshin Impact to never be able to use AI voice actors. And second, the role would be kept in perpetuity, and it would force all other non-union voice actors that were working on the Genshin Impact on the Genshin Impact game to sign with SAG-AFTRA. Okay, Genshin Impact's never gonna freaking sign that. So of course they recast Kinich, and they recast him as Jacob Takanashi. Okay, boys, I don't know about y'all, but having Kinich silent for this long does nothing for the gamers. It does nothing for you and me. The only thing it does is fuck us over. like literally. And them recasting him is a great decision. If the dude is going to go on strike for months on end because he wants you to sign a deal with him in perpetuity, well, then you know what you should do? You should just sign a deal with somebody else. And as we see here, we got some comments underneath. This is actually kind of diabolical. If you need the money, at least take the role uncredited. This just comes off as an easy grab for clout. It's not a good look. And they got freaking community noted, boys. Getting bent over the barrel by the community notes, boys. Ass cheeks out wide. According to voice actor Nathan Noakes, fellow VA Jacob Takanashi is a Japan-based VA who had no knowledge of the strike or the circumstances of which the role was being recasted. Jesus Christ, dude. We've got all the Americans freaking the frick out. And yes, I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American, but the woke left, boys, the woke left libtards that are literally doing this, and yes, all these freaking VAs that are acting this way, I promise you they're woke left libtards. They make me ashamed, okay? I'm proud to be an American. I'm not proud to be associated with the libtards, boys. And then it comes to Paimon's VA, Zulu and Lima Corina. This is where we get into it, boys. We got a video later of this chick absolutely blowing her freaking top and spewing those brain juices all over the game and all over gamers, boys. But this is her Twitter, okay? Paimon VA right here, attacking Jacob for replacing Kinich. Meanwhile, she herself isn't striking in solidarity like the previous VAs did while still talking shit. Annoying voice in game and annoying hypocrite outside too. There's a good reason why English Paimon is the most hated of them all. I actually liked her voice. Now that I've seen her face, boys, I'm just going to be honest. I don't like her freaking voice no more. They should definitely recast her. That's the worst thing she could do for her career. There is a huge difference when you take the role of an actor who is striking for AI protections. You are no castmate of mine. That's what Paimon said. That is what Paimon said. Cute little Paimon, boys. She's still working in the role. Why isn't she fucking striking then, you damn HO? Fuck. And then we scroll down here, boys. If you were in Hoyo's shoes, would you leave a character muted for multiple months while waiting for a strike that might take multiple years to end? And Paimon says, I would sign the SAG interim agreement so that all my actors can have AI protections, and then they could come back right away to voice these characters with no gap. Yeah, brother, just strong arm the entire company, or they'll just recast everybody. You guys see what they're doing here? It all points back to SAG-AFTRA. They literally want them to sign the agreement. They're trying to force all of them into this union, and I guarantee you Paimon is probably attached to this union somehow and is probably getting some of those fees. I would not be surprised if that came out. That is just my opinion. That's not an allegation. That is just my opinion, but seriously, it could be that way, folks. It's seeming that way. We keep moving here. Corina, English VA of Paimon in Genshin Impact, is one of many problematic voices who is a recurring offender of bad takes, is orchestrating other voice actors into harassing a new voice actor for the game. Yeah, boys, it's exactly what she's doing. It's absolutely ridiculously insane. Wow, Paimon VA maintaining her title as worst person ever. Man, using medical issues to shield you from being a fucking scab. By the way, all her SAG-AFTRA friends shouldn't even be in Genshin because of their Global 1 rule. And this is the Global 1 rule. This proves she's a freaking hypocrite. Before we even get to the video, boys, that's why I'm going through all this. To prove to you that she is a freaking hypocrite, okay? As somebody that's even worked in the space even just a little bit and understands it more than the average person, she is such a freaking hypocrite. Global Rule 1 status. No member shall render any services or make an agreement to perform services for any employer who has not executed a basic minimum agreement with the union. Genshin has no agreement with the union. She is working for them, which is in full force and effect in any jurisdiction in which there is a SAG-AFTRA national collective bargaining agreement in place. So evidently, they're all fucking hypocrites. They shouldn't be working there. They're all a part of the union. They should not be working for Genshin at all, but they're sitting at home collecting the paycheck while griping at Jacob Takanashi for collecting his own check, dude. Let him get his bread and fuck off. You're sitting there, riding the dick of this damn union, but you can't even help a single individual. You don't even care about the single individual. That's the issue with these damn libtards, dude. They don't care about the single individual while trying to act like they're against big business, big government, and all this, but then they want to promote more bigger government. Like, fuck off. And this is the woman in question, folks. This is the lady that wants you as a gamer bent over the barrel, forcing to play a game with no damn voice actors and having to put up with it for her. For her. This is English Paimon's voice actor. By the way, let's get into it. This chick is crazy. I just want you to know before we get into this. She's being incredibly disingenuous and she's a freaking nutcase.
If voice actors, both non-union and union, in a video game want a game to go union, the game should go union. Nobody else's opinion matters. That's it. And YouTubers don't know anything. YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors. They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is.
By the way, how many VTubers are voice actors, boys? How many VTubers are voice actors that auditioned for a role and then they're now working in the space as a voice actor and they're getting close to graduating or what the frick ever that is? YouTubers don't know anything. Only I do, because what benefits me is what matters.
Is about. They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either. Stop telling me to go to liars. Liars. They are paid to lie to you. Also, I'm sorry. They have more incentive to lie. They have more of an incentive to lie because idiots like you fall for their shit and they get paid for that.
Yeah, you hear that? She's talking about all the viewers, boys. All the viewers that watch YouTube. Let me explain this in 2 seconds. You want a union in the voice acting space. You want it in the gaming voice acting space. In the acting space, the union is a great thing. It keeps you from being overworked, to make sure that you get paid. It does all the things that it should do. The issue with this one is it does everything that it is not supposed to do. One, it forces voice actors that might not even have enough money to either join SAG-AFTRA or get the entire amount financed in their name. Otherwise, they cannot act in the role. That is oppressive. Two, is the in perpetuity. When you voice act, you do it for a contract, for a time, for a period. You do not do it in perpetuity for the life of the freaking game, okay? That is completely... Genshin Impact will never sign that. We'll never sign that. 3, AI protections. What they're calling AI protections, while they're literally lining their own pockets. They're literally trying to make you look over here, just like all libtards do, trying to make it seem like they're doing a good thing for the industry, when in reality, they're literally lining their pockets with tax dollars. Obviously, that was a metaphor for the government, boys, but you see exactly what the freak I'm saying. This is not what we need in the voice acting space for games, okay? This is the exact opposite. This is oppressive.
Hello? God forbid. I want my industry to actually, like, I don't know, function, and that everybody gets paid and everybody gets, like, health care. Did you know that, like, once things become union, people get paid a lot more? So people are like, oh, but, you know.
She really just say that? Yeah, but she would get paid less. She's the main character, so she would get paid less. It kind of caps the pay, boys. They argue for it, but then your union will take the percentage off of it anyway. You'll get like a 15% increase, and then the union will renegotiate your contract for another 15% or something. Literally, this is the worst thing she could have done for her freaking career, boys, was shown her face. I mean, I'm just being honest here, boys. You do not want to do this. If you are the voice actor, this is a bad thing for your image. There has been a recast call for her now en freaking masse. En masse. Like literally en masse. The internet is blowing up about it. Cute little Paimon has shown her face to be an adult female that is like completely fully grown and 40 years old, okay? People are not happy. They completely want this bitch recast right fucking now. This damn libtard has ruined her freaking career, okay? That's why she needs a union now. She needs it now more than ever, boys. They're gonna freaking fire her.
Then some non-union actors will have to join the union. Yeah, they'll be able to easily because they'll get paid more. Also,
how will they get paid more before they join the union, chick? If the union is negotiating higher pays for them, then how would they be able to pay the fees to join the union when they're forced to join the union? If they have to be in the union first for the union to renegotiate their contract. Does that make sense? They're going to have to finance it as a loan first. and then the union will try to renegotiate their contract, and then they won't be able to get enough out of it. They'll maybe get them like, 1% more, and then it would be nowhere near enough to cover the freaking fees. You see what I'm saying? She's crazy.
So there are options that the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people.
Go into debt, boys, so I can get my union. All you motherfucking poor ass peasants voice acted for $200 a week. You need to go into debt so I can get my union.
Pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor. It's almost like you're not a voice actor.
Oh my god, dude, it's almost like you're stupid. It's almost like from the outside looking in that you can't see more than me from the inside with my blinders on. Oh my god, it's like you're a freaking idiot.
And neither are those YouTubers. But bottom line is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union.
Yes, they do, but that doesn't mean they want your stupid shitty ass union that's going to take advantage of them and be oppressive, you dumb freaking blah blah blah. Fuck.
For a long time. So nobody else's opinion that is super fucking wrong anyway matters. Hope this helps.
If you disagree with this libtard, boys, you're fucking wrong, okay? Your opinion doesn't matter. And here we go, boys. We got Paimon. This is just one of the examples, by the way. I could pull up 1,000 examples of people begging for Paimon to be recast after this. They are absolutely tired of this woke libtard shit, okay? Paimon doesn't deserve this. Just give Paimon a new English VA outside of America. And then they posted this picture. But this is just one of them, boys. People are popping off. They're losing their freaking minds, okay? People are not happy with this, okay? All right, boys. That's it for me. We're going with paper or plastic. This is a segment I like to call paper or plastic. Paper being good, plastic being bad. Paper being that shit you get from the grocery store when they say paper or plastic, and you say, give me that fucking paper, baby. And plastic being that horse shit that gets stuck in the ocean somewhere. Plastic is that shit that chick back there was smoking. Plastic is that shit that Paimon's English voice actor was smoking, okay, whenever she made that video. It'll turn you crazy, okay? All right, boys. Paper or plastic? Let me know down below. Give me a like. Give me a sub. I'm going with plastic, baby. This is plastic as fuck. This chick is plastic as hell, all right? All right, boys. That's it for me. You guys hang out in the comments with me. I'll chat you up. All right, boys. GG's. Peace.